Okay, so I'm not sure if you can hear that, but I just got home. So I don't know. I was listening to the radio. I'm always listening to something and it makes me want to talk. And I was listening to the radio and they're talking about, because I live in Houston and they were talking about whites and black Houston, something that NPR, I believe, is going to start or actually started. And it's supposed to be like a series talking about race relations in Houston. And it brought up something that has been in my head for a long time. So the fact that we are who we are and we're from where we're from, or we're the skin color where we were from, or we're the thing that we are, is something we can't change. Or rather, I guess you can't say we can't change it now with the amazingness of plastic surgery, but we can change it, but I don't feel like we have to. Okay? So I was thinking about I think it was couple of days ago, yeah. So I'm listening to the radio and they were talking. I don't remember who it is, but I think it's like trending right now. So this I don't know who he is. I basically listen to things. I don't care who it's coming from or stuff. I just listen to the things that the person is saying because I don't want to have any like special person to like direct my aggression to. So this man is talking about how Barack Obama didn't do anything for black people and stuff. And I'm just upset because I'm like, what do you expect to do for you? Right? What did you expect to do for you, him to do for you? I understand that people thought that, hey, having a black man there might change something. And I think it did. Okay? It's just like Trump winning the election changed something. Or it made people, honestly, right? I've been in America for a while, and I honestly didn't believe in the American dream, the whole you can be whatever you want, until Trump won. You look at Trump and you're like, man, so you can get anywhere you want to get. You just have to want it really bad and keep saying you want it, and maybe it will happen. So my point, though, was that this man is talking about Barack Obama and talking about black people, and then it starts getting me thinking about Africa and the fact that Africa has countries whose presidents are all black and nothing is happening. Yeah, no, nothing is happening. Even in the progressive ones, like the South Africas and the Moroccos and all that are basically progressive. You say they're progressive because their people are relatively okay economically and stuff, but even there, black presidents are not doing anything. And when I say black, right, I don't mean skin color black, because I feel like when something that a mistake people make is that when you say black or African, people think dark skin, and that's not true. I don't know why people think that. I never understood that, right? Because as an African, I know that Africans are different shades of people, starting from white to dark. There's some dark people I see, and I'm just like, whoa, somebody can be this dark. So when I say black, when I'm saying black in anything I do, I don't mean like black people. I'm just calling it black because I'm talking about Africa or people of African descent. So like I was saying, we have countries that basically we have black presidents all around and nothing is happening. And then it comes from there, I'm coming to my own main point about the fact that because nothing is happening, right? So our perception or people's perception of us is horrible because of that. And then I start to wonder to myself, do I have to apologize because I was born in a country that doesn't work? Is it my fault that I wasn't born in an America or UK or somewhere where everything seems to be going right? Should what do you call it? There's a whole bunch of cacaos coming to my phone. Stop. Should a North Korean be upset, or should they do anything because they were born in North Korea? Everybody, no matter how bad your country is, no matter how bad your ethnicity is, no matter how bad your race is or anything, right? You're a part of it. There's nothing you can do about it. And so you shouldn't have to apologize for being a part of it. I don't believe I don't believe, right, that you should apologize for anything that your being who you are has given you, right? So we're talking about white privilege. I see it and I believe it exists, but it's something that I believe it, like it's a system that their ancestors put in place for them that's still working. And I honestly can't hate on it. Why? Because if I have children, right, that's what I want to do for them as well. I want to create a world where everything goes right for them. It's human nature to be selfish and to only face your own should I say vicinity, and to only focus on your own vicinity. It's human nature to do that, right? Now, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right that one group should be over another, or one group should be anything better than another. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that it's a reality that we have to kind of look into and discuss. There's no need to be getting angry or getting upset or expecting that it's or treating it like a piece of a pie, and that because now you're a member of your own, I'm just going to use race because it's a big thing now, is now in that community. So because of that, my battery's dying. Everything's just happening on this Let's Talk. But because of that, so you should automatically also get what that other person or those other people are getting. That's not how it works. And I feel like people should stop getting so upset about it and do something about it. Just like now, African Americans, Caribbeans, everybody, people of African descent in general, in my opinion, this is completely my opinion, are treated badly because of the way Africa is. If Africa was a continent that was working, Africa was a continent where everything was going right, Africa was a continent that that had options, people wouldn't be treating black people the way they treat them now. When I say black, again, I don't mean just African American, I mean everybody, Caribbean, everybody. As long as you have African blood in you somewhere, even if you're Moroccan, I don't care what shade of black you are, what shade of African you are. People in general treat us like that because of the way Africa is. Somebody sees someone, and just like people treat the average Middle Easterner weird because they think, 3/4 of them are terrorists, which isn't true, but people will continue doing that because of just a general perception. So now, should I be upset at people because they treat me bad because my country is the way it is? No. I'm not going to do that. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to do that. So at the same place, people shouldn't expect me to apologize because of the things that I have. I was thinking about like TSA, like every time you pass through the TSA, right? And you hear of people being held back and stuff. And you're being held back because of things that people think about your country. And so they think that they need to double check you and stuff like that. It's not right to do that because, hey, the person at the booth is supposed to know, hey, can this person be let in? You don't make people miss their flights. You don't make people do all that stuff just because you feel. And at the end of the day, most times it's always rubbish. Most times it's always nonsense. Is ridiculosity. I remember when I was in my undergraduate, right? I remember being asked once that, hey, why did you go to you're coming from, because I was coming from home, right? I was coming from Nigeria. So like, why did you go to Amsterdam? And I wanted to kick the person because I had used KLM. But at that same time, right, I had it was a horrible, or it wasn't really horrible. It was a weird trip because I had gone all over the place and I had come back and I'd gone to Asia and stuff, and then I came back. So you're because I'm Nigerian, right? So you're Nigerian, you're going to Asia, you're traveling like that, and you're supposed to be in school, and you're supposed to, and they're like looking at you like, oh, where'd you get the money? What are you doing? So you're putting red flags, I guess. And so people stop you and people ask you questions and it upsets you. But at the same time, It's who I am. And because of it's who I am, people are always going to treat me the way they're going to treat me because of who I am. Because people have preconceptions. Okay? Now that that has been said, people will always treat you the way you are because of preconceptions. I have to tell you something as well. Because people will treat you bad because of the way you are, that doesn't mean you always have to fight or be aggressive or be upset. I remember a friend of mine said, "Oh, that whenever people do stuff to her, when she doesn't react because anytime she reacts, she becomes the aggressive black woman." And I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Just like I said, I'm Nigerian. Nigerians are loud. Nigerians are aggressive. Nigerians are rude. We're kind of nasty. We say whatever we want to say. We have no filter. We have so many things that we are. But no, I'm not going to apologize for that. Why should I? It's who I am. It's my community. If you don't like it, walk away. Walk away. The door is wide open. There are what, 7 billion people in the world? You don't have to be my friend. You don't have to be around me. That's the thing. If somebody feels like being around you is offensive or being around you, they can't do it. Bye, Felicia. You don't have to worry. You don't have to change who you are or worry about who you are or worry about what people think that you should be doing for them or worry because it's funny how people think that you should change yourself to accommodate their fears and their misconceptions, but they don't think they need to change themselves to accommodate your reality. It's crazy. Because you have a preconceived notion about me, I should kill myself and make myself better. Oh, I don't. It's like my brother was talking about how there was a time in his life when he really wanted to he wanted to show people that, oh, people are not suffering in Africa and stuff. And I'm like, if today in 2017 an idiot from somewhere doesn't understand that there's no way the entire Africa is poor. And then there are definitely rich people, and there are definitely poor people, just like it's in their country. Then they're an idiot. Nothing you're going to say is going to make it better. Nothing. It means that whoever that person is, they're not very exposed. So there's no need. So basically, everything. I don't know. This is a very less ranty. This isn't really less talk. It's like less rant. But it's just I'm tired of hearing all this. Oh, people should do this, be who you are, okay? I feel like we're living in a world where people are getting too offended too easily. And like I've said many, many times, it's like my major theme. If you don't say it out loud, if you don't express your opinions, there is no way they're ever going to be corrected. There's no way you're ever going to know what is wrong from what is right. There's no way you're ever going to grow. So be your stupid self, be your ridiculous self, be your I was reading, listening to something, little racist comments people make. You make racist comments all the time, right? It's sensitivities for you to know not to make it. But saying it out loud, sometimes you get shut down by other people and it teaches you not to say stuff like that. But when you think it's in your head, you keep being your own little stupid self and you never grow. So don't be afraid of people yelling at you, but don't change who you are for something. And always remember to grow. You need to grow. You need to evolve. If we don't evolve, we don't become better. We don't try to make ourselves better. Then we're nothing. We're worthless. We're not even any better than the animals that are around us. We're human, and so our number one thing is that we evolve. So don't be ever afraid to be who you are and what you are. I think that I've said that 1 billion times, but yeah. I don't even know if I'm going to listen to this and see how it came out. This is live as well. I did it live, so I stopped being like afraid to post it up because normally I would just post it up first, like record it first and then post it up, but then I never do. So this is why it's live. So anybody that's listening to it, don't get offended. Just whoever you are, be who you are, no matter who you are. Me, I'm proud to be loud, a little stupid, a little selfish, and very playful. And hopefully I learn and I grow and I become someone better. And I'll be proud to stand in front of my children and my grandchildren if I ever have any. So take care and have a good night. And I am done. Bye.